Do you want the mouse there so you can pin posts?
Yeah.
Just in case if you want to do any. Oh yeah, how do I? Do I just see it in the small screen then?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I thought it was like yesterday.
Was it? Do you know what? I can't remember.
I'm going to get the link and I'll put it on Facebook.
Was it? Okay. I mean,
We've already got thumbs up.
who the hell from? There's no one watching.
Yeah, there's 2 people watching. Oh, Daniel's watching. Hi, Daniel.
Hello. This is a little bit of a afternoon, Daniel. We're only live on here because Ella wants me to record this for YouTube. They're making these little fish bites, and I find it hard to not talk to somebody. It's quite random. It's whenever she points a camera at me and there's no one there, I go, I don't know what I'm saying. So, afternoon, Angela. I always like to have a conversation with people. I'm just waiting now. But it's already, yeah, Daniel, I know we're live on YouTube, but she's recording it so you get the much more condensed version, which takes out all of the mistakes that I make. Because let's face it, you just scroll the mouse down because it's, there you go, that's it. Right, so this is a recipe that one of our members gave us, Ross. So it's a massive thanks to Ross. And all I'm doing here is showing that you can make different adaptations or different flavors of the basic recipe. It is what you class as a fish bite on BBC Two today. Who, what? What are you on about, Stephen? So it's a fish bite. It's a 2-ingredient. Speak of the devil, Mr. Morrison. It's a 2-ingredient dish. It's brilliant. And when he first posted it, I'm like, it's not going to work. I just don't get it, but it really does work. So I thought what I'd do today is I'm going to do 3 different types. Mainly because I had a couple of bags of the sorry, yeah, I get you now, Stephen. I had 2 bags of fish pie mix, effectively. So when they give you the 3 different fish, so I've got some salmon, got some cod, got some smoked haddock. So I'm going to make 3 different flavors of fish bites. I'm going to fry them. That's the best way of cooking them. Well, I say best. They're too loose to be baked, unless you're going to try and put them in some sort of mold. But they take seconds to fry. I'm going to use. I've got some cooking coconut oil here. I've very quickly sort of microwaved it to sort of to melt it. So apparently Ross is saying we're worth paying for YouTube Premium just for this. We need to do what they do, the premiere video thing, whatever it's called.
They're not paid for videos.
No, but when we feature one of Ross's recipes, we have to sort of like
give it a red carpet.
Yeah, give it. Right, so I've already melted this in the microwave, but it's not hot. It's just been melted because it makes it easier to do this than
Actually, one thing that has reminded me, we've enabled the super chat.
Okay, so whoever uses YouTube and uses super chat, apparently that's now available on our channel. We don't know what that is. Right, so it looks like quite a lot of oil. I'm just making sure I've got quite a deep pan just so I can drop the fish bites in. A drum roll will do. Are you watching it on there as well?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I'm just going to get the oil, because this dish really does take just a few minutes. Just going to start heating the oil through. And effectively all the dishes, and I'll start with the salmon one. Now, obviously, because of this was mixed bags, there's a smaller amount of salmon Next one up was the cod, and the one that's the most of is the smoked haddock. There's just enough. Effectively, it worked out around 125 grams of fish to an egg. That's the measurement. So there's just enough for, I think it's a fraction under 250 grams of the salmon, but I'll get away with it. There's bang on 250 for that, and there's closer to 300 for that. So I might need to add a little bit more, but we'll see with the smoked haddock. We'll see. Little food processor. Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
I've already had one accident with the coconut oil jar.
Yeah. So it has been defrosted, and I've basically removed the water that came out. I'm going to do 3 different flavors. So this one, salmon, dill, pretty much that's it. A little bit of salt and pepper, so a little bit of seasoning.
So how much salmon is there?
In the real world, there's 250 grams of salmon, 250 grams of fish to 2 eggs. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit light. You obviously weren't listening. No. So this is a little bit light on the salmon. This is about 220 grams. So that when you sort of add these up, they add up to their 750 in total, whatever it is, the 2 bags. But they go down in scale for the most expensive being the least, and the least expensive being the most. We'll get some. So I'm gonna get some kitchen towel, because when they come out of the oil, we'll just let them drain off a little bit.
Hello, Tracy.
Afternoon. Right, so a little bit of seasoning. Believe me, it takes longer to wait for the oil to heat up than it does to do anything else. A little bit of dill. Spoon. That'll do. Half a teaspoon. Now, when I first tried these, and I haven't tried them. When did we have them? A couple of months ago?
Not that long ago.
I think it was. Anyway, when I first tried them, I tried 2 different methods. I tried using pre-cooked fish first, then cool it down, then mix it with the eggs, or then raw, mix it with the eggs. I agree with Ross, which is probably what we should all say anyway. Ross is right. It works better with the raw.
Ross, this recipe was so easy to add to the website. Fish, egg, done.
Fish, egg, done. Exactly. Right, so I've pulsed it, not so it's a puree. There's still lumpy bits in there. It's a great description, isn't it? It's a great description. What Ross is always right? Of course Ross is always right. We all know Ross is right. Now, oil needs to be hot. Obviously, this is a brand new pot of coconut oil, so it's crystal clear. And when I finish with it, obviously when I let it cool down, I will strain it, take out any of the bits, and it will go back into its original container, and it can be used again, and it can be used several times. So we need it at least 180, 190. I mean, we're only sitting at just over 100 at the moment. So I've just turned it up a little bit. Oh, can I just kind of rest there? No, it won't quite. Oh no, it will fit in. Ah, perfect. I wonder whether that's made for that.
I think it might be, the way it's shaped.
Yeah. So I've managed to just dip the tip of the thermometer in the oil. Right, okay. But he doesn't like pineapple. Sorry, no, you quite corned beef works well. Right, so again, Ross is right. Pineapple is not meant to be on pizza.
I disagree.
So, and corned beef bites. I'm sure it works, and I'll be trying that very, very soon. Oh, nice. So we're getting there. Oh. Oh, I did get some of those to go with dinner tonight.
Okay.
Do you want them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Now, Ross says hot fruit isn't right.
Well, I suppose it does.
An
Do you know what my brain went to? No crumble. I think what he's meaning, and obviously you don't want to sort of try to correct Ross, but what he's meaning is hot fruit isn't right on savoury.
But you'd easily have like a piece of bread with jam on it.
Oh, that's hard to argue with. Right, we're at 150. We're close. I'm going to do some. I think I was shopping at Morrison's earlier. Got some trimmed beans in the reduced section. 170 grams a packet. 3 grams of carbs per 100, so 5 grams of carbs. 2 of them split between 3 of us. There we go. There's 10 grams of carbs. That's our dinner. Oh, we got a question. Why no almond flour? This is actually a carnivore recipe. Now you don't need anything to help bind it. It binds the second it hits the oil. If you wanted to add a bit of coconut flour or even ground linseed, then you could do. But this sort of came out of a carnivore conversation.
Well, I suppose they're not truly carnivore unless you fry them in lard.
Okay, they're not truly carnivore. I mean, I've got lard in the fridge, but I thought you'd want me to fry these in coconut oil. So if you want to do true carnivore, then yeah, fry it in lard. Right, we're getting there. It's 170 now. 180. So we're almost there. I'll do a tester just to make sure. Obviously, whenever you are frying like this, the more food you put in, the lower the temperature is going to go. So be aware, don't overload it to start with. And certainly be prepared for a little bit of sort of spit.
You're not very good at descriptions.
No, but it's going to spit at me because of the moisture.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah?
It's not.
No. I think we're there. Yeah, we're just getting up to 190 now. Now, I always think about this because I had a problem last time round of thinking, is this thick enough?
We can always blitz it down further. That would thicken out.
I know. I'm just going to sort of test one and see how it works. And again, why do I Ross? Why do I just not trust this sometimes?
What does Michelle say?
It drives me nuts sometimes. I look at it and think, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. Well, guess what? It blinking well works.
process, that's fine. The sound it makes of it
Yeah.
going in the oil for the first time.
The nice thing is about this is that it is the tiny little bits that come off it. You do get these little, they're almost like splatter. Thanks, Ross. Okay, I'll use the word splatter instead of spit. But just letting you know, 90. Oh, is that something important there, Tracy? You get the batter, some bits of the batter sort of come off. No, it's not much here actually, which is great. And they're all, again, oil is great. It's 190. It's just dipped into 180 because of the food that's in there. There you go, it's recovering a little bit. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to add a few more. 89 days until Ross gets a haircut. Now these will only take a few minutes to cook. They've already floated to the top. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm going to leave them in for another couple of minutes, but have a look at that, how well they form together. You can, especially if you're using clean oil, if you're using an oil that you've used before, they'll probably go darker quicker. So I can see which ones have been in, obviously, the longest so far. And again, thinking about portion size, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to get at least 9, potentially 10 if I just sort of only use. Right. Now that last one that went in, it didn't sizzle as the first did, so that's showing me the oil has just dipped in temperature a little bit. It's down to mid 170s, so I'm just going to leave that for a minute. I don't need to crank, well, it's on full, so I don't want to crank it up any higher, but I don't want the oil to go any cooler, so don't overload the oil when you're doing this. Right, these first 4 basically ready. Again, I'm going to so the center of this is at 93 degrees. So there you go, perfectly cooked. So that's the first 4 that can come out. Perfect. These are so easy to make. I get it. You know, frying like this isn't everyone's cup of tea. It takes, you don't want distractions. You know, you don't want to be dealing with kids or pets at the same time. You need to focus on what you're doing. But it is very quick. So I've actually got, I'm going to get 11 out of this at least, because there's 10, and I've got, there'll be a little diddy one. I'll split it up. Right, last one of the fish ones. Right, so out of 200 and, do you know what, Ross, I keep saying I've got it in the freezer, haven't I, and I keep forgetting to do it. Out of 250 grams of fish, so salmon, and 2 eggs, I've managed to get 12 fish bites out of it. again, I'm just going to check. So this second batch of 4, 85 and still climbing. So they're cooked all the way through.
This is what you left when they like float around.
Yeah, they float around, yeah. Take your time. Just have everything available before you start. Get your tray, get your spatula. Right. Beautiful. There you go. So, yeah.
See the little flecks of deal as well.
Oh, wow. It's really good. Really light. Right. You obviously don't need to watch me doing the rest of this stuff, but I'm going to make a different flavour. So obviously, whitefish. This is chunks of cod. Exactly the same. 2 eggs. And this time round, I'm going to add. I've got some smoked paprika, and I've got some garlic powder. Don't need to overload it. Half a teaspoon of paprika. Same for the garlic. And some salt. There we go. Okay. See, that's thicker. That's probably more the texture that I was thinking about earlier. The salmon one, maybe I just didn't pulse it enough. It didn't really matter because they worked. It could be the additional, the extra bit of spices, but they still worked. They still absolutely worked. I mean, you can just about see there's barely any of the, that's all that's come off the fish bite so far. This is just the scraps. So they really hold together. Again, make sure the oil is hot enough. Let's see where that is. I'm pretty sure that's back up to 190 now, because these are ready, 100%. Perfect. And now we're going to go with, well, it's actually getting to 200 now. So if we get some,
lose a lot of oil either.
No. Like that. See that consistency there was what I was expecting when I did the salmon one, but it doesn't matter because it still worked really well. I'm able to get a little bit more, sort of like a heap spoon on these now. I'm only going to put 4 in to start with. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've got prawns in the freezer. I just keep forgetting to do these. Again, we haven't done them since we did them on the live several weeks ago. Right, so let's just stack up the salmon ones there. Just a few minutes and we're ready. Do you want to feed the dogs, actually? Stick them outside. Right. In their food, in the bowl, in the bag, should I say. Hello, Ben. Sorry, what was that? Salmon croquettes, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, something on big screen.
I tried to see if I could make it a little
Right,
bit bigger,
okay.
but...
Right, sorry. Of course, that was Alabama 1950s and salmon. Well, do you know what? Tin salmon would work anyway. You can still use tin salmon. So, Annie Mae, are you US?
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, but that was, of course, Alabama in the 1950s. So I presume that's what made me ask if she's still US. Hello, Ben. Where are you, Ben? Let us know if you're UK or US, because we seem to have a mix of the two today. Or we generally do on YouTube.
I think Annie Mae is US. Yeah,
Annie Mae's US. Nice to see you, Annie Mae. Thanks for joining us.
Washington State. Yes, these ones are slightly bigger, aren't they?
These are slightly bigger. Excellent. Good man, Ben. Right, slightly bigger. That was only, I've just tested one of the first ones. They'd only reached sort of like 65 degrees. I'm going to go a little bit higher, but not much. There you go, 70. Doesn't take long in this oil. But look at them now. Okay. So these are the cod with smoked paprika and garlic. So these are mostly yours, Louis. Right. I was using slightly bigger spoonfuls for these, but I still got 3, 6, 8. I get 10 out of this. So 10 fish bites, again, about 250 grams of fish. Last one, not a very big one, there we go. Where? Oh, right. All right, so they're nearly done. Right, so just while these are finishing off, I've got some butter in the big pan on the back. I'm just going to sort of cook these in butter. So French beans, they've been trimmed already. There we go. I am drinking my favourite Gabelong Oolong. which is fabulous. Tea. Look at your channel listeners. I've only been doing keto 3 weeks. Really. Excellent. Thank you, Karen. Yeah. Right. Okay. So these are almost done now as well. So just, well, I mean, for everyone and anyone, but obviously the Facebook page is predominantly UK. But if you're not already in it, then come and find us on Facebook, because you'll see us. Although you're going to see us on here as often now, I think. Now we can do both at the same time. But if you're not in the Facebook group, come and join us, Keto Fitness Club public group. We do loads of other stuff in there as well. So if you need a bit of help, you got any questions that you want to ask in the group. Come and join us. Come and ask in the group. Let's have a little taste of one of these. So this is the cod with, oh, nice, smoked paprika and garlic. Oh, wow. Boy, oh boy.
Hot. Funny that.
It was obviously not one of the first ones that came out. It was one of the last ones that came out. Right. So, and the very last. No worries, Anime. You can find us on here, and on usual other channels. So, last one is the smoked haddock. Actually, I've just thought this is like a kedgeree fish bowl because it's egg.
We're just missing the rice.
We're just missing the rice, yeah. So I'm going to use one of the curry blends. So we're going to use a nice teaspoon of curry blend.
It didn't even have the sticker on it.
No, it was one of the sample ones. Been kicking around in the cupboard for ages. A couple of eggs. Bit of salt. Right, and that'll do. That's it. So I think you get the gist. Pick whichever fish you like, or prawns, or corned beef. I'd made it with, was it all chorizo, or I mixed it with something else, didn't I?
Did you not make them with chicken?
Yeah, I think it was. I'd have to look back at did we do it on the video?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Anyway, these are fish bites. So, use 250 grams, or for every one egg, you want 125 grams of fish. Add your seasoning. So this one is curry. And just fry them. And trust the process. Right. Get rid of some of this. Okay. Just like. So I'll keep them away from the heat just in case they set on fire. But there's our mascots. So thank you very much to Kerry Pringle for sending us these. One of our members. You've got Guac and you've got Mole, or is it Guacamole?
They're twins. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Are they identical twins?
I'd say so.
No, see, he's got more of an evil grin than so he's. So
We
it's,
need to put like eyebrows on.
Yeah.
Eyebrows on them, but like.
so it isn't Guac the friendly, the friendlier, the happy.
Mole's the friendly one.
Mole's the friendly one, and Guac is the troublesome one. Right.
Funny how the colour of the oils changed over time.
Yeah, the oils change a little bit in colour, but again, reuse it once it's cooled down. Strain out any of the remnants, and then reuse it. These are quite big, so I'm just making sure that they are fully cooked. Oh yeah, blimey. 90 degrees, they're massively cooked. Right, and then we'll get the last ones done.
This will be the first recipe where we'll have the YouTube videos before the real recipe. So I can link this straight away, and then
Right.
on the editing ones, that's how I send it.
Cool. So again, I've got, good. These are bigger. These are definitely bigger. So I'm gonna get 10 out. I'm gonna get them all in. Can't get it all on the spoon. There's a little baby one there. There we go. Right. That's us pretty much done. There you go. 3 different types of fish bites. Salmon with dill, cod with paprika and garlic, and our smoked haddock with curry blend. All completely clean. Let's have a look at this one. Oh wow, very juicy inside. Oh, they're good. I'll just leave them there. We'll just eat out of those trays. I'm being stared at by the dogs.
Yeah, they must be inside.
Yeah. Yep. Lou, do you want to let the dogs in, please? And we can set the table.
Peter said, what sauce are we having?
What sauce? Funny you should ask that, Peter. Let's have plates. So there's our beans. Sandy's ketchup. So I made that earlier today, although we make a slightly different variety. It's Sandy's ketchup, but it's changed. So we make ours with paprika rather than mixed spice. So it's more like it's a cross between a ketchup and a barbecue sauce.
I suppose it's tricky to work out macros on these because you don't know how much oil.
Yes, okay. So it's difficult to sort of work out how much oil is up. Well, I suppose it's not difficult. I could calculate once this has cooled down how much has gone, but I'm not really that worried about it. What type of fish? Peter, honestly, join us at the beginning.
So what type of fish sauce could you use?
Oh, fish sauce. Sorry, the thing was in the way of... Yeah, no, you could make a tartar sauce if you wanted. I mean, I've got some creme fraiche out to sort of go with it as well, but make it like a creamy sauce. But yeah, you could make a in fact, the original recipe that Ross gave us was to make a white sauce as well with it.
We'll add that on the recipe.
Yeah. So you could, if you wanted to, make your stereotypical parsley sauce. Yep, there you go. 80 degrees. We're good to go. There's a little baby one.
That's a sample.
But it shows you how well they hold up. The second they hit the oil, they just... oh, new tea. Where's the new tea towel, Ross? I haven't bought any new tea towels. That's our placemat. It's not new either.
I had to put the stains out when I was
Yeah.
using it for the keto spice.
Right, there we go. You and your tea towels. Okay, there we go, folks. Fish bites, some buttered fine beans, and some ketchup of a...
Word then.
You what? Sorry, I missed that.
Can we find the word?
Well, no, because it's not Sandy's ketchup, is it? It's a different type. It's a version of. It's a paprika tomato sauce. Yes, that's what it is. Right, I'm ready to eat. So I shall see you all.
Sunday.
Like I say, what we're doing tomorrow?
Pork roll, insert pastry, and mixed spice cake.
So yeah, so we do. I've got some pork fillet, which I'm going to wrap in a pastry tomorrow. It's a mat, yes. So and hence why I've also the tomato sauce will be for that as well. So I shall see you all tomorrow. Have fun. Have a nice Saturday. Oh, you've got the mouse there. I was going to try and turn it off. Bye.